I call the meeting of the Traffic Commission to order. Thank you, Rich.
You're quite welcome. Due to Governor Pritzker and the mayoral emergency COVID-19 orders, the Urbana City Building will not be open to the public during this meeting. Board members, and when I say the city building, also the Public Works building, which is where some folks are, board members will meet remotely using Zoom webinar. You may watch the meeting on streaming services on Urbana Public Television or attend via Zoom. There you go.
Thank you. Hi, Barb. Hi, Shannon. Would you please call the roll?
Chandra Bishop.
Here.
Rich Searles.
Here.
Shannon Brannick. Here. Quorum is present.
Okay. Is there any of the public here to give any input? No?
Yes,
Okay.
I believe there is. Well, I don't know.
Yes. Hi, my name's Ann Walker.
Oh, hi, Anne. Sorry.
That's okay. I haven't got my video up.
You have 3 minutes, is it, to speak?
Oh, well, I submitted a request to Barb via public input regarding a possibility of a stop sign at Mark Trail and Deer Ridge Drive. And so I was invited to the meeting regarding that matter.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, we have no unfinished business. We'll move on to new business approval of the 2022 meeting calendar for the Urbana Traffic Commission. Did everyone take a look at those? I think we are still sticking to the first Wednesday of the month. Do we have to vote on that? Okay,
You
so
probably should have a motion and.
okay, yes, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting calendar for the Urbana Traffic Commission as published to the board.
I'll second.
Okay, moved by Rich, second by Shannon. Barb, will you call the roll?
Chandra Bishop.
Yes.
Rich Searles.
Yes.
Shannon Brannick. Yes.
Okay, so that was passed. So that'll be placed on public file for the 2022 meetings. I can't believe we're already in 2022. Next item, discussion of traffic control on Deer Ridge Drive at Mark Trail.
Chandra, I think, do we need to approve the minutes from the previous?
Oh,
meeting?
gosh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right.
It's
I
kind of
did.
all clustered in there together, so.
I did skip that. I'm sorry. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting.
And I second.
Thank you. Moved by Rich, second by Shannon.
For the roll, Chandra Bishop,
Yes.
Rich Searles,
Yes.
Shannon Brannick. Yes.
So those minutes were approved as they stand. And now we're on to item B of new business, discussion of traffic control on Deer Ridge Drive at Mark Trail.
So I know we've done stop signs in Southbridge subdivision before, so I have made basically the same presentation I did last time. The names have been changed, and I'm going to cover all 4 stop signs at once because all the reasoning is exactly the same. And then I have a little map at the end to show where they're supposed to go. So the first one in question is the one Ann wrote in about. It is the Mark Trail and Deer Ridge Drive stop sign. And since I was already out in the area, I figured I'm also going to throw in the Lexington Drive and Deer Ridge Drive, the Vernon Drive at Deer Ridge Drive, and Horizon Lane at Deer Ridge Drive. In June, I did the east side of this subdivision. We're now doing the west side of the subdivision. All 4 of those intersections are T's. They currently have no stop or yield control. Typically, the city of Urbana waits until actual subdivision is established before determining which is the major and which is the major street and which is the minor street. And I realize I have a typo in here, it says Meyer Ridge, please ignore that. So we use section 2B.04 with the MUTCD, which is the Manual on Uniform Traffic Control Devices on how to install stop signs. General gist of this is intersection of less important roadway with the main roadway. Remember right away, the rule, right of way, I've had too much caffeine today, where application of the normal right of way rule would not be expected to provide reasonable compliance with the law. Basically, people don't know how it works and things are happening, near misses, actual crashes. So we typically use A to put in stop sign, especially in subdivisions where there's not a lot of traffic, but enough to warrant a stop sign. We also use B, a street entering a designated through highway or street. So basically, when you have a T, we tend to go with the, designate which one's the major street. And in this case, it's going to be Deer Ridge for most of them, Mark Trail for the other. So my overall recommendation, I'll show you the map here in a second. We're going to put a stop sign at Lexington, Vernon, Horizon as they approach Deer Ridge. So Deer Ridge is the major street in that instance. But then when we get to Mark Trail, since Mark Trail actually connects to Philo Road, that's going to be the major street, and Deer Ridge will be the stop sign. Here's my fantastic graphic I took from Google Maps. For City Council, Chase will make me an official map. It looks great, but much more than this. All these little X's are where the stop signs are. So basically, you're going up Deer Ridge to Mark Trail, you're going to have to stop and wait for Mark Trail. But if you're coming on any of the cross streets, you'll come up to Deer Ridge and you have to stop and wait for Deer Ridge. So that is the end of my presentation. I suggest all 4 stop signs.
So Shannon, just so I'm clear, there's going to be stop signs for both northbound and southbound traffic along with westbound traffic on each of the side streets?
No, just so Lexington, Vernon, and Horizon will get a stop sign only in the westbound direction as they approach the T. Deer Ridge will get nothing there. And then Deer Ridge will get a stop sign only in the northbound direction as it approaches the T.
Okay, so westbound traffic will stop, northbound, southbound traffic will not stop up until Mark Trail.
Yes.
And then Mark Trail, westbound traffic will stop?
No, Mark Trail will be the through street, so it has no stop.
Okay, so then the traffic on Deer Ridge is going to have to yield to the traffic on Mark Trail.
Yes.
Got it.
Which they should be doing currently, but apparently people are not following the rule of the road. So they should be treating it like a full 4 or 3-way yield, but we cannot leave people up to follow the rules, which is why the MUTCD has parts A and B. So
Thank you.
there's actually
You asked
gonna
the
be
same
a-
questions I was going to ask Rich, so thanks.
There's actually going to be a 3rd street, or I'm sorry, 4th street that is not built yet. Hillshire will connect through to Deer Ridge. But since that street's not built yet, I can't actually bring it to traffic commission to preemptively put the stop sign up. So look for that in the future. It's not connected.
does.
So are there any more questions? Joe Smith would like to comment, and
I live at the corner of Meyer Ridge and Deer Ridge, Mark Trail and Deer Ridge for 17 years, so I highly approve of this motion to have cars stop on Deer Ridge for Mark Trail. It'll make it harder for me to back out of my driveway, but that's okay. Because cars will be stopped there. So I approve of it.
Okay, so it's, what is it? It's recommended by the Traffic Commission that we move this on to City Council?
We need to vote.
Yeah.
Okay,
There need to be a motion. I'm sorry, there'll need to
Okay.
be a motion.
Shannon, do you want to make the
I'll
motion?
entertain the motion.
Can I make the motion to the president? Okay. I will make the motion to move this on to the committee of the whole for the stop signs at Deer Ridge and Mark Trail, Deer Ridge and Vernon, Deer Ridge and Lexington, and Deer Ridge and Horizon.
You want to take the second, Chandra?
I'll second.
All right.
Barb, will you call the roll?
Chandra Bishop,
Yes.
Rich Searle,
Yes.
Shannon Brannick.
Yes.
Okay, and that motion passes. It'll move on to committee of the whole. When do you, is that the next meeting, Shannon, or on the
No,
6th?
we've missed the deadline on that, so
Okay.
at the earliest it'd be the 1-2 weeks from Monday.
Okay,
Depending on the holiday calendar, so it'll depend on city council's availability. But I can put the package together pretty quickly. It's pretty straightforward. So.
okay. All right. Let's see, looking at the agenda, seeing no further business before the Traffic Commission, I call the meeting adjourned.